Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gashi's Kaiman TV. If you look at the newspaper's headline today, one will be forgiven to think that Kenya is a crime scene because it looked like one. Total rip-off. And this is happening to SHA, the pet project of William Samoei Ruto that has been praised to be working miracles. But what you have been seeing is shocking, ladies and gentlemen, to an extent of the website that shows how various hospitals have been paid, being pulled down to hide the truth from the eyes of Kenyans. And Duale speaking like he knows something that we don't know. Duale spitting fire, warning hospitals. But the truth of the matter, SHA is a time bomb. It's a scandal that is going to shock this nation. Already, everything is coming out very clearly that it is a major scandal. That is not what I want us to discuss today. I want us to discuss the ouster of Moses Masika Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly. Raila Odinga and his ODM party are hell-bent to ensure that Wetangula is sent packing, that Wetangula does not continue being the Speaker of the National Assembly. And this one is causing a lot of friction among the members of Parliament. And in this video, I want us to look at the reason why Raila Odinga wants Wetangula sent packing. I don't know what would happen because this guy, actually, one thing I know about Ndindi Nyoro made a very wise move. Ndindi Nyoro was expected to be in the cabinet, but he was never appointed to the cabinet. And I think it was a wise, if at all he was offered the position and he refused, that was a very wise move. Because why would he be now? Because I'm sure he would be impeached by William Samoei Ruto, he would be sent back, he would be fired by William Samoei Ruto. I pity some members of parliament and senators who resigned to join William Samoei Ruto because it depends on his goodwill. If we decide to fire them, they go home. But he cannot fire an MP. That's what I'm saying. Ndindi Nyoro, if at all he was offered that position, he refused, as we have been getting. That was a very wise move. So, ladies and gentlemen, why does Raila want Wetangula to be replaced by somebody from ODM? Number one, in my view, is because of what I call supremacy battles in the Mlebe nation. Raila Odinga has lost the following of the Mlebe nation. In fact, Moses Wetangula is more popular in Western than Raila Odinga. If Raila was called a meeting in the Mlebe nation, I think could be lucky to get 5,000 people attending that meeting. And because Mlebe nation is coming out as a battleground, because you have seen Natebea, we have seen Okiya Mtata, we have seen many leaders actually emerging from the Mlebe nation, Raila Odinga feels threatened by Papa Roma. Papa Roma may not be that powerful, but Raila wants him to go so that he can actually reduce the contest in the Mlebe nation. Number two is about the control of parliament. ODM strongly believe that because UDA is controlling the executive, because William Samoei Ruto is the president, then it is only fair for ODM to be given the legislature, the body that makes laws in this country, the body that amends law, the body that oversights the executive. And because the government has three branches, as the legislature, the judiciary, and the executive, Raila strongly believe that because judiciary is independent, supposed to be independent, then he should actually take control if William Samoei Ruto is going to continue with the broad-based government. If ODM is going to continue supporting the broad-based government, then Wetangula must be replaced by a friendly person from ODM. Number three, in my view, is because of the lucrative committees of parliament. Parliamentary committees, some of them are very lucrative, like the Budget and Appropriation Committee, the Energy, and so on and so forth. Though Raila Odinga is controlling some of these committees, there's a feeling that William Samoei Ruto is still in control of Parliament. He's calling the shot in Parliament. And you remember the other day, William Samoei Ruto accused Parliament, and he said that Parliament is a hotbed of corruption. And they have been receiving bribes to pass laws or to not to actually write incriminating reports that would see some leaders actually being taken to court. And because Parliament has been turned into a money minting house, now more Odinga understands that he can accumulate, that his people can also accumulate this kind of money if he was to control Parliament. So it's just about money. Not that he is Wetangula, but it's about money. The other issue, if you ask me, is about making laws, especially when it comes to 2027 general elections, electoral laws. You know, Parliament can make laws that can make the IBC to function or operate in a certain way. Though IBC is supposed to be an independent body, Parliament has not been barred from making certain laws. For example, they can come up with a law that bars the IBC from using biometrics. They can come up with laws that can say this is the way IBC is going to operate. Because you see, Parliament is vested with the responsibility, the mandate of making and amending laws. And nobody can stop them from doing this. So, Raila Odinga understands this, that if we are to have manual registers being used during elections, then it is easier, for example, to maybe rig the elections. So that's why he's very much interested with having Wetangula replaced. And this can only happen when the speaker is friendly to Raila Odinga, when the speaker comes from ODM. Wetangula has also turned out to be partisan, that is. Raila Odinga understands very clearly that Wetangula is equal to UDA, which is equal to William Samoei Ruto. He has failed to be neutral. If you remember, somebody like Marede, who was from ODM, and he would make decisions that do not favor ODM. If you remember somebody like Kaparo, who was from Kano and never made rulings that favored Kano. Then, you look at Moses Wetangula. Moses Wetangula comes out as a politician, more than of a speaker. He comes out as a leader for Kenya, not the Speaker of the National Assembly. He comes out as an agent of William Samoei Ruto, an agent of UDA. Then it's only fair that Wetangula is sent home. So what we are going to say here is that it is not a matter of if, but when. Otherwise, Wetangula's days as Speaker of the National Assembly are numbered. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think from where you sit, but from where I sit, Wetangula is soon going to be replaced. Please like this video, comment and let me know what you think about this country. Till next time, bye bye.